This is Comic Picks by the Glick.
Hey, I'm your host, Jason Glick.
Hi, Jason Glick. What's going on?
Oh, not much, John. It's been kind of a run-of-the-mill week for me.
Run of the mill meek. What do you have on tap for us?
Okay, well, I'm talking about a creator here who I kind of like, but I'm not really passionate about. Someone who's done good work in the past, but it's like I'm kind of wondering, why do I keep following this guy? And that's Matt Kint, who, if you recall, he did the series with Dark Horse called Mind Management. And that was a series that had a first volume that was a real turnoff for me, but I decided to stick with it. And found that, hey, this is an interesting series. It's that's telling a very straightforward story about a organization that's dedicated to secretly controlling society from the shadows. But they did it in a way that offered a lot of formal invention as far as how the story was being told. Lots of experimental panel layouts, interesting hidden messages hidden along the the sides of each pages. It's like I said, it was a straightforward conspiracy story at its core, but it was told in an interesting way, and I could respect that. But at the same time, though, he had still some work to do as far as creating really likable, sympathetic characters, and also his art style is more interesting for the detail and emotion it conveys than its inherent appeal to it. But when Dark Horse announced that that Kint was doing another creator-owned series that he was illustrating with them, I figured, yeah, okay, let's go ahead and give this a shot. The result was Department H. Now, the way it was pronounced, spelled in the solicitations is Department in the abbreviation as DEPT and then H, because this is a series about a murder mystery in an underwater research station. So yeah, that title is a terrible, terrible pun, but the series is absolutely straight-faced as far as its execution, because it's all about Mia Hardy. She is the daughter of Harry Hardy, who is a world-renowned researcher and explorer. He's known for exploring the farthest reaches of the Earth from the Amazon rainforests to the green holes of Southern America, to the depths of the ocean, and also to the outer reaches of space as well. And as the series begins, Mia has been working for Scotland Yard for a while now, because she's had a falling out with his dad after he decided to come back from his outer space research business, and because her dad decided to go back to researching the ocean and finding out what secrets it contains. Problem is that he died under mysterious circumstances. It's in the research station. And now the people running it want her to go in and find out why he died. So, on one hand, you've got you've got a murder mystery driving this series. It's you got Mia, this detective who's also got who's also we're also said that she's got a perfect, well, we can take it to mean a photographic memory. It's she's trying to figure out who killed her. Was it Raj, her brother? Was it Bob, the weapons and munitions expert of the facility? Q, the ex-convict head of security? Lily, Mia's former friend, who she had a falling out with years ago? Aaron, the research assistant and self-appointed chaplain of the facility? Or Roger? Harry's longtime cameraman, who was crippled on one of their expeditions, or Jerome, the slightly unhinged research, head of research for the facility. Now, with all these people down there, you kind of figure that it's going to be a locked room mystery. That it's going to be which one of these people did it? It had to have been them. It's one of them, or else what's the point? But as the series goes on, it really becomes more of a intense character study for Mia as we learn like more about her history, like her tortured relationship with her dad, the relationship she had with her mother before she died. It's like and the dramatic backstories for each of the characters as well. I guess it's like it is it's like as the series goes on, it's like it is like Kent does do a decent job of digging into all these characters, like as well as Mia, because she's first among equals here as far as the story goes. But but there's also the series focus is kind of split between like what between how she reacts to what how Mia reacts to what she learns, as well as decoding the mystery of who killed her dad, and also just the various conspiracies that are surrounding Department H's research, because this is a near future world we're dealing with, and it's also one that is also being ravaged by outbreaks of plague as well. One that one of the researchers on Department H may have found a cure for, but it's not really clear as to whether or not this cure was placed in the right hands, or whether or not Department H's backers actually wanted it to reach the surface or not. It's like the idea of the needs of the many outweighing the needs of the few is raised here to an interesting point. I mean, it's like there's some good arguments raised on both sides of the equation. Hey, so if you got a cure to save most of mankind here, sure, yeah, you want to use it, just to help them because that's the right benevolent thing to do. But what if saving all these millions or of humans also leads Earth to continue its absurd awful overpopulation situation, and just condemning everyone to live out a worse life due to starvation and lack of resources, interesting things like that. The problem is that Department H doesn't really come down on on a firm side on anything any of these questions that it offers up. Maybe it does towards the end, but it's like the problem is at the end of the series, really kind of gives you the feeling that it was that was kind of canceled before its time. The last couple of issues do kind of feel like it was I mean, their execution is solid, but it does feel like there was more there was more to the story here. It just kind of Kent plays the whole well, what do you think happened? It's at the end, and I'm kind of feeling no, I'm not buying it. It feels more like a get out of jail free card rather than this is my plan all along right there. It's I don't know. I mean, it's over the course of the series. I mean, Kent does lots of skilled character development. It's in action storytelling. I mean, he does a great job over the course of the series of conveying the oppression of being several miles below the surface of the ocean's surface. And also as things keep going wrong for unspecified reasons, he has characters display lots of ingenuity. And desperation as far as when things go wrong and they have to deal with it. So for the first several volumes, I mean, he gets some good mileage out of that, but there's also this feeling that he's also kind of stalling for time as far as as far as addressing the core mystery of the series, who killed Harry Hardy. It's I mean, there's lots of I said, there's lots of good, competent skill and execution, lots of interesting ideas. It's as far as the characterization goes, and some nifty bits of execution. When we're finding out about Aaron's backstory, from Roger, and then we see Aaron acting completely contrary to those to this description of his character. It's like in like at the beginning of volume 2. But it's like, and even there's some bits that that imply that that Mia's like photographic memory isn't as perfect as she thinks it is. But that's but it's not something that's really like addressed. It's like like to the extent that it should be. It's like, are these continuity glitches, or it's like or is her like memory of these things just like coloring? It's like her, or is her memory of these things really imperfect, and is she just remembering these things in the way that she feels is most believable? It's not clear whether or not like this is intended to be something that Kint left up to us to decide, or if like he just wasn't able to address it like in the length of the series that in the event of the series that he was given. So I mean, it's like, and I will say that it's like I mean, the look of the series, it's like, is nice. I mean, it's like Kint's art is still kind of an acquired taste, but he does offer up some interesting like designs for the undersea tech as well, and he's like a very intricate artist as far as displaying all the nuts and bolts of the undersea facility as well. What's missing from Department H, though, is the formal invention that drove mind management. That seems to be a conscious choice here because he seems to be more focused on creating this undersea world rather than just it's like like using the comics form. It's like in new and crazy ways, and I guess overall it's like I don't quite regret like picking up these volumes. I mean, I know I talked about like how it's like how I think that his dialogue is like it's kind of expository and functionary, and that's an issue as well. So I kind of wish that he would work on for his future projects, but I don't know. I guess compared to mind management, I guess I would probably give the edge to that series. I mean, Department H is 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 shorter to be sure, but it's like it's like there, but mind management at least like had that advantage of like telling a straightforward story like in a new interesting way. Department H like tries to tell a fairly straightforward story, but tries to going for more on detail than invention, and I don't think that really quite works, especially since that I feel that in its end it just kind of like okay, it's like it just kind of like just wraps up. It's like like I said, I don't feel that the bit about Kint leaving things up to us like feels it feels like I said, it feels more like a get out of jail free card than something that was genuinely planned. So there you go. It's something that hey, if you're a dedicated fan of the of Kint, then you're absolutely going to want to pick this up. For me, it's like I don't know. It's like I guess it's like I'm kind of glad that I did get to read all of it, but at the same time though, it's like he's written better stuff, like especially his current series for Dark Horse, Ether, which basically has a dedicated like rational scientist trying to ascribe rational principles to a magical fantasy world, and that the first volume of that series was a lot of fun. It's also probably like the best first volume that I've read of a creator-owned series that I've read from Kent. But he's also got other series from Boom Comics, like Grass Kings and the Black Badge, which is his story about a Black Ops group of Boy Scouts. Both of those series sound fun, but Grass Kings is basically a 14-issue series that is being delivered in like what I believe are some very overpriced hardcovers for the amount of content that they're delivering. So I'm going to skip that, but I will say that at least Department H, like, yeah, it's $20, but per volume, but you're at least getting those um, it's like those like 6 issues like in hardcover. So there you go. That that's good. Is it a good selling point for the series? I wouldn't say it's like a decisive selling point, but it's like it'll at least look nice on your shelf next to Mind Management. So, John, um, any particular thoughts on your end about all this?
Oh, not really. Outside of it, sounds like a pass for you.
Yeah, it's like not bad, but more of a more of an interesting failure, I guess.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Do you know what you're going to be talking about next time?
We're talking about a graphic novel creator that I've been who's released some really great stuff over the last couple of years, and that is Box Brown.
All right, and we'll catch you next time on Comic Picks by the Glick.
All right, laters.